We're raising funds for children affected by devil attacks. Please donate today. I can also give to charity because I have a heart. Cute. And he's just taking out a few coins and giving it to them. Oh man, but he's a good person. You can see that he's a good person naturally. There's always been a good inclination inside of him, and he still stayed the same because he still stayed a child inside. Thank you. We're giving flowers to the nice people who donate. Oh yeah? That's pretty. Oh my god, he ate the This is why I'm a little, I don't need necessarily an anime adaptation because honestly, the manga works already. How are you gonna put these scenes into anime format and have the same effect? Some works just work as manga. Like, what's that one manga called? Where it's about the Yakuza house husband. He's an ex-Yakuza and he's a house husband. And it's a comedy manga. And I think the humor just works with the manga. I tried watching the Netflix adaptation and it just falls flat. The comedy does not work in the anime. Not at all. It just works in the manga format. And I think Chainsaw Man has that same quality. In my opinion, I don't know, I haven't seen the anime yet, but just looking at the manga, I'm thinking, how are they really gonna translate all these scenes and all that paneling and all the direction of everything in this manga onto the screen and have the same effect? I can't see it happen. Way of the House Husband. Okay, yeah, thank you. That's what I meant. Yeah, true. Anime ruins the manga as always. Not always. Not really. Not always. I just think in cases such as Chainsaw Man and Way of the House Husband and probably what's that one called? It's a comedy and slice of life, and I love it. Uramichi Onisan. That one. I love it so much, but I've also seen the voice acting for Uramichi Onisan, and I've seen a laughing scene where a joke gets told and one of the characters laughs, and honestly, it's the most realistic laugh I've ever heard in anime yet. So maybe that one works, but I think these types of things, especially when it comes to humor, they only work in manga because they're specifically made to work in the manga format only. So I'm wondering how they're gonna adapt Chainsaw Man to have the same effects as the manga does. I'm curious, but yeah. I agree, I'm very excited for the anime, but if it sucks, I wouldn't be torn up about it since the manga is perfect as it is. I agree. I'm not even waiting really in excitement for the anime to appear because the action scenes, okay, I want to see those in anime format. I want to see those happen because they're probably gonna add more scenes, make it longer, make it more dynamic, maybe have different camera angles. Action scenes, yes, I want to see them happen. But the scenes, how they're made in the manga, I think are also, they have their own visual appeal that is completely different from how I expect the anime to handle them. So, I want to see the anime for the action scenes. But as for the rest, I think the manga is perfect because it's, first of all, black and white, and the panel and the direction and the delivery of everything, I think is perfect in this manga. So I'm not curious, I'm curious to see how it's going to be translated into the anime format, but I'm not, all about the anime because I think manga is already perfect the way it is. The Netflix adaptation was just a PowerPoint. Yeah, I think they need to start making official audio mangas with some fix on each panel. I agree. That would be great. Just have a motion manga, just like the Berserk one. I forgot what it's called. The Berserk motion manga project, I think, is what it's called. I think that is the best way to adapt works like Berserk and probably Chainsaw Man, because the art in Berserk and also the paneling it's just so scenic. You can't really translate that into an anime. So I think motion manga is the way to go with works such as these. And I wish there was more of it. Motion manga. This is what I want, honestly. So I think that would work really well for Chainsaw Man, especially if you have a production studio that can handle it. For example, as you can see here, the speech bubbles are covering half of her body and so on. Like maybe have them appear like later on so you can still see what's in the background and then appear later on as they talk and so on and so forth. That would be great. And, so I wish things like Berserk and Chainsaw Man and other works in that type of area where you can't really see it happen as effectively as an anime as it is as a manga. I wish they got just motion manga projects. I'm waiting for Himeno's epic French kiss to be animated. Okay, I'm curious about that one too. You're right. Dude, in terms of art, panel, story, look back is Fujimoto at his peak. Okay, I believe you. Speaking of action, have you watched the latest episode of Demon Slayer? It was fire. No, I'm waiting for the season to finish. And I watch it, like Demon Slayer, I started watching with my cousin from Luxembourg. So I want to have it finished first, and then I'm going to watch it with him when I see him again. Berserk motion manga by Studio Taka, but they're individuals doing it. If studios adapt it like how anime studios are working on webtoons, it would be great. Yes, that's what I mean. Yes, I agree. Yeah, Berserk is near unadaptable in my opinion. The 90s one did a good job. I disagree. But that doesn't really look like the manga. Exactly. That's why anime is for. No, that's not what anime is for. I'm not talking about that. Imagine Berserk, but with the same art and the same panel, but the music you have from the 1997 anime. So you have a soundtrack and the exact paneling and the exact progress as in the manga, with the soundtrack and with voices and sound effects probably too. But overall, it's just the manga. It's the manga, but in movement. The panels are moving. It's not that the characters in the panels are moving. It's just the panels moving on and off screen. And that's what I mean. And that's what I would want from these types of adaptations. They're taking a long time to animate, so hopefully it might turn out great. Yeah. See, how are you gonna... This scene with the flower eating, but I feel Chainsaw would benefit from an anime adaptation, just like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen. The anime might raise the sales for Chainsaw Man even more. I mean, of course, that's what always happens. But as far as I know, Fujimoto doesn't make a cent off of the anime adaptation. So it's basically, you could see it working as a promotion for the manga. But then it's the question, would they rather pick buying the anime or pick buying the manga? It's chance. But yeah, as usual, they work as promoters for the manga. But still, of course, it's going to help him with the sales of his manga. That is undisputed. But still, I'm not talking about whether an adaptation for Chainsaw Man would be bad. I'm talking about which adaptation I would rather see happening to enjoy as a viewer. And it would be great if such an adaptation, like a motion manga adaptation, if most of it could go to Fujimoto, because it's still his manga, but in motion. So, and of course a studio, but that professionals handle it, but still that you see some percentage go to Fujimoto still, because they don't need animators with this type of project. But yeah, when the 90s anime ran out of budget, it was really a motion comic. Yeah, I know I do like the manga motion. I don't know if I've seen it, but Chainsaw Man PV9 on YouTube, it's a promotional material for Chainsaw Man, is something close to that. Exactly, these preview videos, that's what I want. They have cool music, and they have all the this is what, exactly, fuck, I completely forgot. Yes, this is what I want. If you've seen the preview videos for all the volumes, you have to agree with me. They are great. Like a motion manga project would be great for Chainsaw Man. Something close to that. Would love for you to check it out. Maybe for the 1,000 subscriber special, we can actually watch all the previews, make a Q&A round, and so on. We could do that, like Q&A and checking out all the previews, and maybe even some fan animations, just gushing about Chainsaw Man. I know that's preferential treatment towards Chainsaw Man, even though I'm reading 4 comics at the time. Come on, you know which one is my favorite, just by seeing my reactions to it. You know it. Okay, sorry, reading the chat again. Chainsaw sales are at an all-time high years before the anime. This is what true talent does. The one with the song, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, music is fire. The previews have a lot of spoilers though. Don't watch them until you actually reach volume 9. Yeah, okay, yes, I know. I had COVID when I saw that PV and the music was non-stop going on in my head. It made me read the manga back then. I love it so much. Yeah, I actually read Chainsaw Man because of PV9. I didn't get spoiled at all. Okay, let's go back to the manga. I'm sorry, I keep talking instead of reading. But I'm gushing over Chainsaw Man, and you came here for Chainsaw Man, so I don't think you have a problem with that. Don't bully me. I'm a poor girl.